Conscient Podcast, episode 67. Wanna be an ally. I've been thinking about decolonization. It's hard to say that. And reconciliation and other issues in our relations with indigenous communities. And I was reading a text the other day that really affected me positively, but also emotionally, and I wanted to read it to you. If you remember last episode, I talked about the idea of radical listening. Well, this is a type of radical listening in the sense that each of these words are, I think, very meaningful and important for us all to consider. So it's from a document called Towards Braiding by Elwood Jimmy and Vanessa Andreotti, written in collaboration with Sharon Stein. It's published by the Muskeris Foundation. I'd like to start by thanking them all for this very important document that essentially talks about how to, or proposes, how to engage indigenous and non-indigenous relations in an institutional setting, and principles and methods to consider. And it's very well written, and I recommend it strongly. Something to read, something to do. But for now, I'll just read this poem that is at page 39 of the document, and leave it at that for today, because it's already a lot to consider, and as we listen more radically, that means just sitting back and listening with our full attention and openness of mind. So here it is. Want to be an ally? Don't do it for charity, for feeling good, for looking good, or for showing others that you are doing good. Don't do it in exchange for redemption from guilt, for increasing your virtue, for appeasing your shame, for a vanity award. Don't put it on your CV or on Facebook or on your in your thesis. Don't make it part of your brand. Don't use it for self-promotion. Don't do it as an excuse to keep your privileges, to justify your position, to do everything except what would be actually needed to change the terms of our relationship. Do it only if you feel that our pasts, presents, and futures are intertwined and our bodies and spirits entangled. Do it only if you sense that we are one metabolism that is sick, and what happens to me also happens to you. Do it recognizing that you have the luxury of choice to participate or not, to stand or not, to give up your weekend or not, whereas others don't get to decide. Don't try to mold me or to help me or to make me say and do what is convenient for you. Don't weaponize me. I couldn't possibly be racist. Don't instrumentalize me. My marginalized friends say, don't speak for me. I know what you really mean. Don't infantilize me. I'm doing this for you. Don't make your actions contingent on me confiding in you, telling you my traumas, recounting my traditions, practicing your idea of right politics, or performing the role of a victim to be saved by you, or a revolutionary that can save you. And expect it to be at times incoherent, messy, uncomfortable, difficult, deceptive, paradoxical, repetitive, frustrating, incomprehensible, infuriating, boring, and painful, and prepare for your heart to break and to be stretched. Do you still want to do it? Then share the burdens placed on my back, the unique medicines you bring, and the benefits you have earned from this violent and lethal disease. Co-create the space where I am able to do the work that only I can and need to do for all of us. Take a step back from the center, the front line from visibility. Relinquish the authority of your interpretations, your choice, your entitlements. Surrender that which you are most praised and rewarded for. Don't try to teach, to lead, to organize, to mentor, to control, to theorize, or to determine where we should go, how to get there, and why. Offer your energy to peel potatoes, to wash the dishes, to scrub the toilets, to drive the truck, to care for the babies, to separate the trash, to do the laundry, to feed the elders, to clean the mess, to buy the food, to fill the tank, to write the grant proposal, to pay the tab and the bail. To do and support you can't and won't understand. And do what is needed instead of what you want to do, without judgment or sense of martyrdom or expectation for gratitude or for any kind of recognition. Then you will be ready to sit with me through the storm, with the anger, the pain, the frustration, the losses, the fears, and the longing for better times with each other. And you will be able to cry with me, to mourn with me, to laugh with me, to heart with me, as we face our shadows and find other joys in earthing, breathing, braiding, growing, cooking, and eating, sharing, healing, and thriving side by side, so that we might learn to be ourselves, but also something else, something that is also you and me, and you in me, and neither you nor me. That was a poem called Wanna Be an Ally from the Towards Braiding document by Elwood Jimmy and Vanessa Andriotti. It can be found on the website decolonialfutures.net /portfolio/wannabeanally. That's it for today from, where am I now? I'm on the National River, sort of gently floating downstream, so you've been hearing sounds of birds, and there's some people arriving now. September 14th, 2021. Thank you for listening, and thanks again for this wonderful document.